Da 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 da. I finally have this done. Gee, when I started it, I had no idea I would put this much work in on this garment. And as you could have suspected in one of my previous videos to this finishing one, here very close to the end, I was really discouraged and I wasn't liking it at all. I hung in there and finally came up with a garment that I think is just pretty cool. Let's look at it closer. The collar, I really like it, and I can tell you that it looks even better on a real neck and a real body than it does here on this dress form. I especially like the buttons that I chose. I really like those. And note that 2 of these are 2-hole and 1 is a 4-hole. I do like this little binding on the suede. I'll tell you, the suede picks up anything and everything, but it really is very luscious and the color is great. I tucked it, as you can see, with tucks that go upward here. Down inside, I tucked it also again, and I had initially gathered it. And here's what it looks like from the back. I did stitch those tucks in here at the center back. So let's take a view of the entire back. The other change that I made was that I added this tuck that extended on down into here, because when I put this garment on, I found that this was just not close enough to the body. So I really pulled, I unstitched this and I pulled it tighter, which then meant that I had to do this tuck. So now this really does kind of hug the body. So both sides of the front hug the body and the back is just more free flowing. It does go on and off over the head pretty easily. It worked out to just stitch the sleeves back into the armholes, which we recut. So I did not recut the cap of the sleeve. I will, as I said, put a link to my video on how I work in all that excess ease down below. The other thing that I seriously considered was adding a bit of that butter suede down at the cuffs. But my rule is, if in doubt, leave it out and stop before you think you're done. I really decided not to, because even though that would have put a bigger part of that paired with the pants out of the big print, I think this would be a really great outfit. I like it, but my closet is so full. This is going to be added to my Londa original collection. So if you're interested, it will be for sale. It certainly won't be a price that would at all indicate the amount of time that I spent on it, but rather, it'll be around $100, and I might just throw the pants in if they're wanted, but can say that I really enjoyed every minute of creating this garment. And these days when we don't have many places to go, I don't think there's anything better I could have done with my time next to teaching people here in the studio, which I still get to do. I hope this has given you some ideas on both design and stitching how-tos. And if you really like it, let me know and I'll do the same thing with my next upcycle sewing project.